Hi, Rodney here from TechTestDrives.com. Welcome back to part 2 of our unboxing and review video for the Apple iPhone 5. Now, if you missed the initial unboxing video, part 1, I'll leave the link in the description down below. Now, I'll just take the plastic cover off the phone. Now, immediately when picking up this phone, anyone familiar with iPhones will recognize just how light weight this phone is, especially when compared to the iPhone 4. Now, this weighs in at 112 grams. Now, that's 28 grams lighter than the iPhone 4S here, which is quite heavy with the glass front and back. iPhone 5 here has the aluminium. Now, with the back being aluminium, it's less likely to attract fingerprints like you did on the glass 4 and 4S that you can see there. So that's a welcome change. Now, in addition to being made of different materials on the back, the obvious change here is that it's a taller device and has a larger screen. Now, all in all, it's roughly around a centimetre taller. However, the screen sizes have changed. The iPhone 5 has a 4-inch 1136 by 640 resolution display. Now that's the Retina with 326 ppi, whereas the iPhone 4 and 4S had a 3.5-inch 960 by 640 resolution display. However, it did still have the Retina display. Now the thickness is still roughly the same. The iPhone 5, I think, is roughly around 2 millimeters thinner. So it's minimal, but still it is a thinner device. So I'll put that aside. Now, with other improvements, the camera at the top here, on the 4 and 4S it was a VGA FaceTime camera, and this one they've managed to put a 1.2 megapixel camera in the front, so that will allow up to 720p video. On the back we have again an 8 megapixel camera with LED flash. There have been slight improvements with the camera, which will provide slightly better lighting quality and things along those lines. And when we look at the call quality, they've improved the call quality by putting in 3 noise cancelling microphones. So I'll put that to the test and see if I can pick up on the differences. Now, looking at the overall device, if we just go to the bottom, we can see there that the 3.5mm headphone socket has been moved to the bottom. We have the speaker and microphones on the bottom again. However, the grill holes there are larger than the previous ones. You can see there the 4 and 4S had a mesh style speaker and microphone, and we have the new lightning pin there. Now, around to the right side of the phone, we can see there we have the SIM tray. So I'll just eject that using the included SIM tool. Now, this is a nano SIM, so very, very small. The previous generation had the micro SIM, just to save space inside the phone. They've now chosen to go for a nano SIM. So that's that. I'll also just quickly mention that after the unboxing I took a quick overview of the phone. I couldn't see any chips or scratches out of the box. I do know that some people have experienced that, unfortunately. This phone seems to have missed out on that, which is great. On the top of the phone here we can see the power button, and around to the left hand side of the phone we have the mute switch and volume up and down. On the front we have the common home button, and then we have the speaker and front facing camera. Now the battery life in the iPhone 5 is very similar to the previous 4 and 4S. However, with packing in a larger screen and making it much lighter, to even have similar battery performance is quite impressive. Now this iPhone 5 is all ready for the latest mobile networks around the world, so it's 4G LTE ready. It also has the typical wireless settings, so it's Wi-Fi ready on A, B, G and N networks. However, there's no NFC chip in the phone. I would probably expect to see that when Apple release the iPhone 5S. Now the earbuds here have replaced the older Apple headphones, so you can see that they're ergonomically designed there. Now the benefit of these is that the bass is improved quite a bit over the older style. They're still not as good as some aftermarket higher end earphones, but it's welcomed to see Apple try to improve the standard out of the box headphones, so that's great. So that's our hardware review of the iPhone 5. Be sure to check out the next video, which is where I will turn the phone on and boot it up for the first time, and we'll have a quick play around with the operating system. I'll leave that link below in the comments for part 3. I'll also leave it up here in the top right hand corner. I'm Rodney from TechTestDrives.com.